spend all of our time on racial differences. Your race, my race, and there are differences between races. There is no difference between races that's a quarter as profound as the difference between sexes. These are biological differences that are physical, they're psychological, they're hormonal.
Well,
These are profound differences.
But that's kind of the point about drawing racial distinctions, is that you're really the same. And obviously,
that's my point.
Biologically, you're different. But what I'm saying, I don't see it as a less than. Can women lift as much weight as men on average? Of course not.
No. I'm making the opposite argument. It's not less than. I like women better, and I think that my job, all of our jobs as men, is to treat women differently, and better than we treat men. That is the idea. Oh, that's chivalry. Yeah, okay, honey, good luck in a world without it. And I'm serious. If you got into an argument, and I know you well enough to know, if you're standing in a restaurant and someone's like, "F you, Chris Cuomo," you'd punch him out. If a woman did that...
Depends where my cash flow is. I really don't have a lot of capital right now.
You would want to. You're quick with the punches.
I would definitely want to.
I happen to know that. If a woman got way up in your face, you would know. Exactly.
I wouldn't.
Exactly. So it is a bigger sin, not just against her, but against yourself and your dignity and your responsibility as a man. Your job is to protect women.
I'll give you the gender.
Period.
I don't see it exactly the same way.
Because you don't want to admit it. You're telling me some girl's going to kick your ass.
No.
And you know that's not true.
Hold on. There are women who could. Okay, there's no question in my mind. There are all these professional fighters and women who train in self-defense who will beat my ass. I'm a 53-year-old guy. There's a through line.
Yeah.
You have violence against women because you have a cultural preset of victimizing women and putting them in positions that are inferior. And it was important enough that society decided to punish it extra.
No, it's not the... It's illegal to be as, fair to women act. It's not the illegal to...
Should be.
Maybe.
You should have that also.
Maybe. In India, there was no force for female liberation more powerful than the British Empire, ever, until the American Empire showed up and inverted it and started telling women true liberation is working for some soulless company that hates you and will pay for your insurance to freeze your eggs so you can put off what you really want to do in life and work for us. That's not...
Liberation is choice, is that you get to make your own choices. People don't make them for you.
Well...
did you just blow off my point?
Well, I did to this extent. Of course, liberation is choice, but these are choices that individuals don't get to make, like how's your economy structured?
There are structural things that take away your choice. That is true.
You think? The inability to raise children on a single income is like the biggest change in American society.
But when you propose something like family leave or allowing men or women to be able to be there with the newborn, nobody wants to give them money for it.
To be there with the newborn?
Yeah.
Huh.
Other countries, what, you didn't spend time with your kids when they were first born?
Of course I did, and I have a lot of children. But so I know for a fact, not as a matter of theory, that a child needs two parents and that each parent brings something vital but different to parenting. But the one thing I definitely know is that there's not one man on the planet who knows intuitively what to do with a newborn. There's a period for the first several months that if you're not a woman, you are not comfortable making the right choices for a newborn. That's just true. And if you can find a man who's totally comfortable around a newborn the way any 5-year-old girl is, then I will give you $1,000. Because you can't. It's like finding the girl who can beat you up. You can't. Because there isn't one.
I'm telling you.
And so the truth is the difference between men and women, no one wants to admit it because we're like, oh.
It's not that.
It's not totally that.
Look, I'm telling you.
Our whole conversation is, we're like in a hammerlock. There's a tiny percentage of the U.S. population, which is an overwhelming percentage of the Democratic electorate, which is unhappy, unmarried women, and they control what everyone can say. And they don't want to have the conversation, and they're like, oh, you hate women. Yeah, I hate women. I don't think I do. The people who think it's okay to punch them in the face, the people who don't punish rapists, the people who allow you to be afraid on the subway, those people hate women. The ones who are telling you, forgo your family to work at Citibank, those people hate you. Obviously.
You are more judgmental and stronger in your convictions than I am.
Yes.
There are definitely people that hate women. There is a real thing. There is definitely a cultural problem we have in terms of allowing.
We love you so much.
Allowing women to have the same exercise of options that men have, and we know this. And there are different ways to correct it, and sometimes you go too far and in the wrong direction. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.